Ferrari's V12 and new gear change system was being handled by Gerhard BERGER and his new teammate Nigel Mansell.
Third quickest was Gerhard BERGER, but both he and teammate Mansell were having reliability problems. BERGER, trying to be diplomatic but as frank as ever, described his chances with Ferrari.
The car is quite good, but we still have a lot of problems around the car. We still need a little bit more power, but I'm confident. We looks not too bad.
And the gearbox?
The system is super, but what I said before, it's still to work on.
Was there no room for Senna?
No, not much. Only we were in three, trying to make the corner that you can only go in one. So technically it's a little bit difficult.
And difficult indeed it was for Ayrton Senna and Gerhard BERGER, but not. Debris had hit his mirror, knocked it off, and another man with a problem at the Brazilian Grand Prix, Gerhard BERGER. He had an engine problem related to that crash.
Teammate Gerhard BERGER was 2 places further back after this moment in the rough. Did Ferrari designer John Barnard feel that Ferrari were making...
We were all amazed at the lightness of BERGER's injuries compared to the severity of the accident. Some burns to hands and back and some broken ribs, but what had he remembered?
I remember everything. Okay, everything, but I remember I get some technical problems in the car. The car went straight and the big bang. Until the moment where I touched the wall, I remember everything. And after I sleep a little bit because I was tired.
Well, that was the resilient Gerhard talking just 2 weeks after the accident. The Austrian was brave as ever, but very fortunate.
Where everyone was pleased to see Gerhard BERGER on his feet and almost as active as ever. Was he making a good recovery after that horrific accident in the San Marino Grand Prix?
Looks better than it is. I get big problems until yesterday with sleeping. Hurt me a lot inside the shoulder, and this bone is broken here too. The bone rib is broken. But now, yesterday I sleep well, and today I feel very well. First day I feel very well.
So when will we see you back in the cockpit?
As soon as possible.
Meanwhile, it was good to see Gerhard BERGER back in action again, although his burns weren't completely healed. Willy Dungle was looking after the Austrian as he got back into practice with the Ferrari's gear change, which Cesare Fiorio confirmed had helped his driver's return to the cockpit.
As Gerhard BERGER came into the pits to retire with another gear change problem on that electronic change on the Ferrari.
BERGER, low on voltage, lost second and third place to Patrese and Chiva. Gerhard BERGER was falling further and further back as he struggled with his gearbox and low voltage. He was overtaken by Jonathan Palmer and then decided that it was all over as he headed for the pits. Gerhard BERGER was out, trying to find his way home, the gearbox once again letting him down. But it was all over soon for Gerhard BERGER yet again.
Then it was Patrese, but BERGER unfortunately came into the pits early on. He had metering unit problems with the Ferrari and they tried to fix it. Senna, meantime, out on the track. Attempts to get the marshals to give him a push weren't helped by his teammate arriving. Any team manager would have had kittens watching this sort of pas de deux. BERGER doused off onto the grass and rejoined the rallycross track. But of course, it seemed to have nothing to do with the reasons that good old honest Gerhard gave for leaving Ferrari at the end of the year.
Because I want to go to McLaren.
Extremely good one. Here were the 2 Ferrari drivers together. Gerhard BERGER, his tyre deflated and he bounced over the curbing, much to the alarm of Mansell in front of his teammate, and that really was desperate stuff from the Austrian. Time this season that had happened to him, Bob, and also Gerhard BERGER was out with a clutch problem on the Ferrari. Very disappointed man. He was going at all and just simply went off the track, as did BERGER. He retired at this particular point with bodywork damage. He had gone off.
Ferraris flew on Friday, initially first and second. But then BERGER crashed on Saturday morning and twice got out of shape in qualifying.
And Gerhard BERGER came in to retire from third place with gearbox problems.